Bank of England Governor Andrew Bailey has told banks to prepare for the UK to unshackle itself from the EU without a Brexit trade deal, according to sources. The Bank of England boss urged bank chief executives to step up their plans for a no-deal Brexit during a private phone call on Tuesday, Sky News is reporting. He is understood to have told banks to intensify their readiness for Britain to leave the bloc on WTO terms. The UK has already formally left the EU and negotiators on both sides have until the end of this year to agree a deal setting out their future relationship. EU chief negotiator Michel Barnier confirmed earlier this week the bloc is open to a 2-year Brexit delay followed tense talks between the UK and EU sides. But Britain's chief negotiator David Frost insisted the firm policy of the government remains not to extend beyond the end of the year. Prime Minister Boris Johnson has been adamant he will not seek any extension to the current transition period which ends on December 31, despite warnings the coronavirus outbreak means it will be impossible to conclude a new free trade agreement with the EU by then. Mr Johnson is expected to fly to Brussels to resume Brexit talks with the EU as trade negotiations judder to a halt. The Prime Minister will fly into the Belgian city with Mr Frost to meet the presidents of the European Commission and Council to break the deadlock, reports in The Times say. Talks on a new pact to cover everything from trade to fisheries to security from 2021 have reached an impasse before a key deadline at the end of June, when the bloc and London are to assess their progress. Fisheries have been one of the key stumbling blocks in talks on a new partnership between the EU and Britain, which left the bloc earlier this year and is now in a status quo transition until end 2020 to allow for talks on a new deal.